Hello everybody, welcome to a new video. Today we're going to solve the letter combinations of a phone number. So basically we will have combination digits, so a string of digits 2 and 3, and we need to return a list of combination that is possible to do with these digits. For example, here 2 and 3, we're gonna check our keyboard here. We can do AD, it's here. We can do AE, it's here. We can do AF, BD, BE, BF, and so on. Okay, so for every string digits, we need to return all the possible combinations. So let us see this example. So here we have our mapping between the integers and the strings. And let's take this example. So basically what we need to do is generate all the combinations. So for this example, for the digits, for this kind of digits, first we have 2. So we either could have an A or a B or a C. And for A, now we are at the 3 digits, we'd either have a D or a E or a F. Same here, either a D, a E, or a F. Same here, either a D or a E or a F. Cool. So how are we going to solve that? Basically, when you have, in your problem that you need to generate combinations, the first idea that needs to come to your mind is backtracking. Generally, backtracking technique will help you to solve this kind of problem. And also, you could pay attention to the constraints. As you can see here in the constraint, the digits length is only between 0 and 4. That means that, even if our algorithm has a really huge time complexity, it won't be a real problem because, the length of the input is really low. Okay. So let's get started and solve this problem. So first of all, we will need a hash map that will contain character and string. We're going to call it mapping. Okay, and this hash map will contain the mapping between the integers and the letters. So I will initialize my mapping here. It's going to be new hash map. Okay, and I will need in this mapping, put. Okay, I'm going to put here 2 with ABC. I'm going to duplicate this. Cool. 3 here, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, perfect. I didn't even calculate it. It's okay. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, G, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, G, V, and W, X, Y, Z. Perfect. Now we have our mapping. We need also a list of string that would be our combinations. So we're going to initialize it here. List combinations equals to new array list. Okay, and this will hold our combination. That means that it's what we need to return at the end. Okay, what else would we need? Well, let us just initialize this too for the moment. Maybe we'll need more later on, but let's stick with that. Okay, so the first thing we need to check if for example, the digits length is equal to 0, we can directly return the combinations here. Or I can keep this here. Oops. Keep this here and only go through my backtracking if the length is superior to 0. Okay, because if it's equal to 0, it doesn't matter. We don't need to go backtrack. Okay, we just return the combination an empty array list. And here we will need a backtrack function where it will take the digits. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, so instead of having to, to pass the digits value each time, I'm just gonna put the value here. Okay, phone digits. Put the value here. Okay, so combinations and phone digits equals to digits. Can we clone it? Clone. Anyways, digits. Okay, cool. Now in my backtracking, I will need an index. So this here will be an index that will go through the digits, and at the beginning it will go to the first element, so the first element of the digits. And also I will need the new string builder. So this string builder will hold my combination. So this string builder will help me to build my combination. Okay, and okay, so let's build now this backtrack function. Private void backtrack. It's going to contain an integer I and a combination that is a string builder. Okay, cool. Now the first thing we need to check is if this combination dot length is equal to the phone digits dot length. That means that we've finished building up our combination, so we need to add it to our list of combinations. So I'm going to add my combination to my combinations list, and I need to to transform it into a string and return. Okay, so just return. I don't need to go through the rest of my function. And also I need to make sure, before going through my function, the rest of my function, I need to make sure that I is always less or equal, is less than the phone digits, or we will have an overflow. Okay, so if I is superior or equal to phone digits dot length, what we do, we just return. We don't go through the rest of my backtracking function. Now we've arrived to the core of my function. So basically I will need to loop through each mapping. But before that, to simplify the code, I will get this mapping. So to simplify the code, so I'm just gonna use the mapping get, and what I need to get is phone digits sharp at I. Okay, so here in the digits, like for example, we have a 2. Okay, so this phone digit chart at I will return a 2, and we will get the mapping for the integer 2, that is ABC. And now we need to loop through these letters and build our combination. That's what I'm going to do. So for char letter in letters to char array, okay, so that we can loop through the letters. Oops. And I need to build my combination, so I'm going to append this letter to my combination, and then I backtrack to build again my combination with new letters. And this time, instead of having I will have I plus 1, so that I go to the next element of the digits, okay, and get different mapping for that specific digit, okay. And I need to give my combination string builder. And when I'm finished, I can remove. So remove, can I remove? Replace, remove, no. Pen, delete, yeah. Delete char at combination length -1. Because I'm going to remove the last element here so that I can add the new letter. Okay, so because at the beginning I have locked in, the first element, that is A, and I'm going to build upon this, upon locking this, the first element, the first letter. And after I've finished, I need to move to the second letter of the mapping of 2, that is B. Okay, and then again I'm going to build, then I'm going to remove it, put C, and build again. Pretty simple. So I think we're good here. We've created a hash map with our mappings from 2 to 9. Then we initialized our combinations array list, and we've put the digits in the phone digits so that we don't have to pass them in the arguments each time. Then the first thing we do is we check the length. If the length is equal to 0, we return the combination directly without any more calculations. And if it's not the case, we just backtrack. We backtrack from 0 to I is equal to 0 with a new empty string builder. Okay. Then we have some checks here. We check if the combination.length is equal to the phone digits length. That means that we've finished building our combination. Hence, we have to add it to our combinations list and return directly. And also, if we surpassed the phone digits.length, I mean that we are overflowing here. We don't need to continue anymore. Just return. Then the first thing we do is we get the mapping for the current phone digits character, and after that we look through it and we build upon that into our combination. And obviously we need to backtrack each time with the while incrementing our I so that we take the next element of the phone digits. Everything looks good to me. Run the code. Okay, submit the code. And it works, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully you've understood something from this video. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.